All right.
Oh, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed lunch.
I did. It was excellent, as always. Everything about this place is excellent. I,
Awesome.
I just wanted to speak a couple of moments because I do represent the wealth pillar. So before the wealthy people come on, I wanted to have a few words and just to inspire us. I spoke earlier about really getting into our minds and really thinking about what we truly want, focusing on what we want to happen instead of focusing on what we don't want to happen. Just to give you a little example of that, our dog, when we say when we tell the dog to go to the kennel, get in the kennel, he's gonna get right up and go right to the kennel, and because he just used to when he hears us say go to the kennel, he goes to the kennel. If I walk in that room and say, don't go to the kennel, he is going to get up and go right to the kennel. That's what he's going to do. Because when he hears the word kennel, he thinks that means that's what we're looking for. That's what we want him to do. And that's what he goes to do. It was the same way when we keep saying what we don't want. What happens is that when we keep saying what we don't want, we end up getting exactly what we don't want. So that's the reason why I really want to just come up and just talk a little bit about something that I think is really important if we are going to ever acquire wealth. Because we were talking about the wealth pillar and what kind of is all about people getting access to wealth. When Melissa came back from retirement, she retired when she was just in her 30s, or early 30s. She retired, left corporate America, fired her boss, and went on to commence to make tens of millions of dollars. She did that. That was a decision that she made. And when she took those steps and did that and made that kind of money, then she said, let me come back and let me help people make money. Let me help people get access to wealth so we can have a legacy, so we can leave generational wealth. So that's what she said. So she came back to bring that kind of knowledge to this room. And because of that, we have Wakana right now. So the thing I want to leave with you today is it's a scripture in the Bible that says, buy the truth and sell it not. It said, buy the truth, pay a price to keep the truth, and don't sell it for any reason whatsoever. And that's important because the people that are going to speak today are millionaires. The ones that are coming up are millionaires. They've made millions of dollars over their lifetime. They're young Black people who have made millions of dollars. And if we say in our mind, oh, it's not possible, Black people don't have money, Black people don't work together, Black people don't want anything, you're creating that atmosphere and that environment in your life when in reality, people like Michelle, Renee, who you're going to hear from, and Terrell Washington, who you're going to hear from, have overcome all those obstacles to make millions and millions of dollars. And now they're helping other people make millions of dollars. But if we take that with us, oh, it's, Black people don't work together, Black people can't have anything, they don't want anything. We take that frame of thinking with us, we will walk out of this conference and not have any more access to wealth than we had the day we were born, okay? So it's important for us to buy this truth. Yes, people are making millions of dollars. Millions and billions of dollars are transferring from one hand to the other right now. We're not in a place where there's a lack. We're in a place where there's an abundance. You just got to get in where it's flowing at, right? Get in where the money is flowing. And places like Wakana is one of those places. But we realize that there are other flows and other streams of income that we want you to have access to as well. So that's why we bring together the speakers that we have. So this is the last thing I want to leave with you. And it goes right back to this morning when we were talking. And that is, if you're going to succeed, if you really plan to succeed, I mean, how many of you are really plan to succeed? You just really plan to succeed. Don't unmute yourself, but just raise your hand or whatever, or shake your head. Yes, I really plan to succeed. If you really plan to succeed, then the number one thing you have to do is know the outcome. What is the outcome? When you succeed, what does that look like? It's just like getting on the road and saying, I'm getting ready to go on a trip, but you don't know where you're going. So you don't know if you're going to Michigan or if you're going to Moscow. You don't know if you're going to Indonesia or Indiana. You don't know where you're going. So any road you take it will get you wherever you end up at, but it may not get you where you want to go. So know the outcome. Know what you want to happen in your life, and then open your ears and expect to hear the things you need to hear in order to take your life to that next level. The power to do is in your hands. The power to do is in your hands. We're all inherently endowed with the power to create. Some people just use their power, and other people stand on the sidelines and watch people use their power. So today we had some dynamic speakers, and I'm not going to introduce them, but they're going to be introduced in just a couple moments. But as the pillar of wealth, I wanted to share with you that whatever they're talking about and the information they're giving, buy that truth. Buy that truth. And how do you buy truth? It's not with money. You can't buy it with credit cards or anything like that. You buy it by trading in your traditional thoughts and your traditional ways of operating, and you purchase the truth. And you say, you know what, whatever it costs me, I'm going to trade in more traditions, more myths, more old folk tales and all that stuff people made up. I'm going to trade that in, and I'm going to buy the truth, because people are getting rich, and they're doing it right now in this generation in the neighborhoods that we live in. All right. All right. I'm Dr. Pat, and I'm signing off. All right.
Awesome, Dr. Pat. Thank you so much for that knowledge. We have someone amazing, as she said, coming up to drop some knowledge for us. We're going to learn about cryptocurrency with someone by the name of Michelle Renee. Now, let me tell you who this someone is. Michelle Renee has been immersed in fintech and entrepreneurship for over 20 plus years, and she saw an urgent need for the re-education of the underserved. So Michelle says that there is no greater joy than seeing people's eyes light up as they piece together the puzzling maze of finance and practical wealth building. So she lights up, and she's here today to share with us so that we can light up with this information. Michelle, are you there?
Yes, I am here. How are you all? It looked like you all had some amazing lunch.
I know, they are good.
Yes, I'm well. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay.
All righty then. So we're going to get started. I'm going to share my presentation, okay? And making sure that all you all can see the information that I'm about to deliver to you all. If you can see my presentation, please tell me yay or nay.
Yes. See your face.
Okay, you can see my face. Share screen.
Yes.
Yep, see your face, no screen yet.
Okay, we're getting, okay. Share screen.
You look beautiful though.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Internet, okay, so share.
Perfect.
Right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the warm introduction. I appreciate it. Again, my name is Michelle Renee. I'm the founder and CEO of Informative Services Incorporated, which is a very savvy research and education firm where we inform to empower. But I would first like to thank Wakana again for allowing me to speak at this Global Wealth Expo. I take nothing for granted, literally nothing. But for those who do know me, know time is my number one currency. I'm going to say that again. Time is my number one currency. And my ministry is wealth. God has given me the ministry of wealth. When creating wealth and generational wealth, we must know how to identify. We have to know how to identify and capitalize on undervalued assets. This is a key word, people. We need to know how to identify and capitalize on undervalued assets, not overvalued, undervalued assets. But how do we accomplish this? How can we do this? First, we must keep learning. I know it sounds like a cliche, but this is super important. We must keep learning and be highly skilled at identifying tools of wealth before hitting mainstream, before hitting the masses. That is key. Coming early to the party is so important, okay? But once the tool of wealth is identified, it must prove its worthiness. every asset is not worthy of your hard-earned dollars. Again, every asset is not worthy of your hard-earned dollars. But once that asset does prove its worthiness, then we obtain. Yes, we do. We maintain. We simultaneously grow the wealth and protect it. Again, we obtain that asset. We maintain that asset, and we simultaneously grow the wealth and protect it. It makes no sense to accumulate any asset and it's not protected. We must protect our assets. And one vital key to protecting assets is, some of you probably heard this, own nothing but control everything. I'm going to say that again. Own nothing but control everything. That is key to protecting assets. But to do this as efficiently as possible, you must acquire good information. Good information leads to good education. Good education leads to good options. We don't want just any old options. We want good options, okay? Also, we must not get distracted and be highly skilled at being observant. It is necessary to be or become master listeners and master observers. Again, if you don't have that asset, we must acquire that particular, attribute. Master listeners and master observers to be able to execute with precision, okay? Identifying undervalued assets. Normally when identifying undervalued assets, generally the price is well below its potential, okay? What do I mean about that? Sometimes we can see an asset class that we will feel that it's too cheap, or the price is too low because we associate that probably with doesn't have quality or it's cheap, okay? And that's not always the case. When the asset is undervalued, the price is normally it's a lower price, okay? But sometimes if we can believe a price is too high, Bitcoin, for instance, one Bitcoin is $60,000. Someone can equate that in their mind that, oh my God, that is too high. The price is too high, because they feel as though it's out of their reach. Just because that price seems to be high does not mean that asset still does not have room to grow. So again, identifying undervalued assets, one key thing is normally the price is below its potential. It should be, okay? Another thing, price can be a distraction. Yes, it can. Again, it can be a distraction. Like I just told you, if an asset is too low, sometimes we can equate that to doesn't have any quality. Or sometimes if we think a price is too high, we sometimes believe it's out of our reach. Price can be a distraction when trying to evaluate an undervalued asset. You must know the asset for yourself. That's another key. If you know the asset for yourself, then the price will not be a distraction. Again, if you know that asset for yourself, the price will not be a distraction, okay? Another key thing I would say in my experiences, if the masses are indulging heavily in that specific asset, then possibly the asset is overvalued or saturated and can take longer to see a return or profit. So if you're indulging in something and the masses is acquiring it and the price is at its top, there's no room to grow. And it would take longer for that asset to grow possibly, okay? Another key thing is you wanna know who's supporting that project, who's behind that company. Are there entities? What entities are behind that company? What people are behind it? Basically, you follow the money. These are simple things, okay? Follow the money, okay? And another thing, I also find out that I normally go to other sources than mainstream media when researching assets. I normally do not go to my 7-9, channel 7-9. I don't do that because normally, from my experience, when things are on mainstream media, normally that thing is possibly skewed because I'm trying to get the best information possible so I can make the best decision possible again, okay? Because we want good options, not just anything, okay? So those are just a few things, but another thing that is key, I don't care who give you information, I don't care where you find it, you do your own research. I don't care how reputable the person is or the company is, do your own research, okay? That is key to many different things in life, okay? Let's look at some other couple of, some actual assets that I consider undervalued. Physical silver and gold. Yes, physical silver and gold. Physical. This is a silver bullion right here. Physical silver and gold. Physical, okay? And remember, I said price can be a distraction, right? Somebody will probably go to this 1 ounce silver coin opposed to this 1 ounce silver coin because the price in reference to this 1 ounce silver coin is cheaper than this 1 ounce gold coin. For me, I will go to the 1 ounce silver coin. And you're like, why would she do that? Because I'm pretty sure the price is probably much higher, you know, in reference to the gold one. Yeah, but I look at price potential, okay? What am I saying? There is a finite supply of when you're going to go to the stock exchange and you want to purchase a stock, SLV, okay? That's a paper contract where you're purchasing a contract showing you have ownership in something, okay? Normally, paper contracts or things on the stock exchange is more plentiful than the actual physical asset. So when I'm looking to preserve my wealth, I like the physical asset in my hand, in my possession, not in my hand. That's one way, but ultimately in my possession that I control, okay? So again, we want to acquire undervalued assets. That is super, super key. We want to come early to the party. We don't want to come late, okay? There's another undervalued asset that I'm pretty sure some people have heard about this week. Okay, let's see what that is. Coinbase is the largest crypto digital currency exchange in the United States and was founded June 20th, 2012. Okay. And just recently launched their direct listing on April 14th, 2021. Yes, they did. So again, we're looking for undervalued assets. So when this particular listing launched on April 14th, NASDAQ sets the initial reference price for Coinbase stock at $250. So that was the opening price. But guess what, people? People at Informative Services, my company, we didn't wait till it got listed on the NASDAQ. We indulged in the private sale. So some of us acquired that Coinbase private sale, each one of those shares between $30 to $35 opposed to $250, okay? So remember, coming early to the party is so key. And some people who do know about investing and things of that nature, it's more normally you need to be an accredited investor. But there are ways that you can be an accredited investor and not have a certain amount of wealth, okay? So there are different certificates and series that you can take in reference to if you don't have that particular wealth or what they're requiring initially, you can literally go and take various licenses so you can be considered an accredited investor so you can then get your assets up, okay? So remember, coming early to the party is super key. And this is one example about in reference to coming early to the party that just literally happened a couple of days ago, okay? Also, there is a new asset class, cryptocurrency, digital assets, Bitcoin. Yes, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have heard about Bitcoin. I became aware of Bitcoin in 2008. Yes, people, in 2008, when Bitcoin's white paper which was titled A Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System was introduced. And it was introduced in the year of 2008 when we had that financial crisis. So that is just a side note. Every cryptocurrency, I'm sorry, we have a little bit of feedback coming back. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't think I hear it anymore. So every cryptocurrency has something called a white paper. The white paper basically tells you what that cryptocurrency is, how it behaves. Getting some feedback. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. So that Bitcoin, every crypto has a white paper. So if you want to know about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, definitely Google their white paper. If that cryptocurrency doesn't have a white paper, you should definitely raise an eyebrow, because that, again, that white paper tells us what that crypto is, what it does, how it moves, and all of that good stuff. Okay, and that information is needed when making the decision when investing in a certain asset. Okay, but in 2009, Bitcoin was made available to the public in 2009. The creator was supposedly a person named Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, Bitcoin first started trading, are you ready, people, around 0.0008 of a cent. Again, 0.0008 of a penny. Yes, these cryptos go below a penny, and Bitcoin, that's where it started trading at. And now it's hovering around $60,000. So think about those who saw this asset and indulged in this asset and held on to this asset. Those people are very, very rich. $100 at that time went a long way. Also in 2012, if you would have spent only $250 on Bitcoin, you will at least have $2 to $4 million plus right now from $250. So remember, acquiring undervalued assets, you need to know how to pinpoint and see various assets before reaching their potential. But moving on. The total supply of Bitcoin is only 21 million. Only 21 million whole digital Bitcoins will ever be created. Only 21 million, and that brings kind of the value to Bitcoin because the supply is scarce, okay? But before I really dive into that, I want you to see what other experts are forecasting about cryptocurrency, this new asset class. Remember, undervalued assets is key. Acquiring good undervalued assets. So I'm about to play a short video, and I want you all to really listen. It's not long at all, but let's see what Tika Terari is saying about cryptocurrency.
The crypto ecosystem is going to be worth hundreds of trillions of dollars over the next few decades. We're at the very beginning of this explosion of technological innovation. What you want to do is you want to be plugged in to some of these smaller, under the radar types of opportunities that have the ability to move 100x, 200x, 300x. People here watching are probably thinking, look, that's all good and well to say, but that sounds like fairy dust, right? What can move that much?
Sounds like fairy dust. What can possibly move that much? What asset class can move 200, 300% in one day? What asset class is doing this? Cryptocurrency people is doing this, and they have been hiding this. They have been packing their bags. Millionaires are becoming billionaires. Billionaires are becoming trillionaires, and they have been hiding this. Yes, this dirty little secret. Yes, they have been. Okay, but let's look and see based upon exactly the gains. Okay, so I took this screenshot April 16, 2021 at 9:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. I sorted this by the yearly gains, okay? This is so true. Bitcoin is up around 788% just for the year alone, okay? Most people only see Bitcoin on financial different television shows and things of that nature. But there's other cryptos, people. This is definitely identifying and capitalizing on undervalued assets. So let's look at this Ecomi, which I knew about. The yearly gains. I know this sounds crazy, but it's so true, y'all. I'm here and I'm a testimony. The yearly gains for Ecomi is 32,742% just for this year. And the price is only 0.00787. It's not even a penny, people. When you get involved in undervalued assets before reaching their potential, this is what happens. Good information is key. It is vital. It is necessary. Theta Network. I have been screaming to the top of my lungs about this particular crypto, this technology. I knew it would be something great, and this thing has taken off. It is at 18,299% for the year is up, okay? And it's $14.51. When I told people the coin was 5 cents, I was telling people, look at here, this is something that is going to be groundbreaking. And that was only about a year ago when I was telling people about this coin. We discovered it about a year and a half ago. So at Here Informative Services, we vet a lot of different assets, and then we'll give that information to our members. But the thing is, people, don't think that you have to have thousands of dollars. I'm gonna go back to Ecomi. That Ecomi token, if somebody would have invested $5,000 in Ecomi, they would be about $2 million rich right now. This year, and I'm not talking about in a full calendar year. Okay? Theta. Okay, and I'm pretty sure the next coin, I'm pretty sure some of you have heard about it. Dogecoin, Doggy Coin. We saw this coin about a year and a half ago. Our team invested in it. Okay, and now it's taking off. It's taking off, okay? And that coin is up 17,295%. And this coin, people know this coin was just 5 cents about a week ago, and it's 35 cents, people. And they have basically, Elon Musk, when he started tweeting about it, that's when the price catapulted. So that was, Dogecoin is in a class by itself in reference, in how I think about Dogecoin. And I'm gonna talk about one other one. XDC Network is up 17,011%. Phantom is up 14,696%. Anchor is up 14,000. I'm sorry. Anchor is up 14,471%. I can go on and on and on. And if you look at the ranking of these cryptos, this is the 94th crypto. This is 14. Theta was not the 14th ranked crypto. It became that when it started going to its value. It was not even in the top 100s. So what I'm saying is, people, you must have an eye and understand and be able to acquire undervalued assets, okay? But there are over 9,000 cryptos. But the question is, which crypto will survive? But there is another crypto you should definitely know about, and many will be using it. If you all are not listening to me, you need to listen to me now, because there's a crypto that you will be using, whether you're saying you're not, or you will be using it. This particular crypto that will be launched sooner rather than later. And you need to know about it because we will be using it. This crypto is the new U.S. digital dollar. You heard what I said. The new U.S. digital dollar, which is a crypto. Let's take a look. There will be 2 quick videos I'll be playing from Jerome Powell. He is our head of the Federal Reserve for the United States. Don't take my word for it. Let's see what he has to say about this. And there is no way you can pop out a U.S. digital dollar if you have not been working on it for quite some time now. Okay, so let's look.
Early stimulus bill mentions the digital dollar. For them to even mention something like this, they were further along than people realize. The global economy rests in the Fed's palm. And what Chavez is saying is you can't just whip that up on your PC over the weekend. Plans within plans, my friends. Remember this PDF that says Ripple is working with the Federal Reserve?
Given the fact that the final decision hasn't been made, you are doing, if I understand you correctly, software development, even graphic design on what a digital dollar would look like and act like.
Yes, we're doing lots and lots of work. We're doing stuff jointly with with other central banks. We're doing things at the Boston Fed, and many of the regional Feds have little projects going on. Here at the board, we have a group of people who are doing software development and that kind of thing. You know, this is really just table stakes. This is understanding the technology and the possibilities so that you can really address the policy issues.
Why would they hire a graphic designer if this was just a test bed for regulations?
So basically, based upon that video, it seems as though they're just talking about it, maybe having some meetings about it. Hey, we're just trying to figure this thing out. But from my experience and knowing how these entities work and behave, I know when they actually are saying something, normally it's already done. So let's look and see. We're getting some feedback again. So let's look at this other video. So he's saying, I'm sorry. Okay. So the video I just showed basically was saying that, we're just looking at it. Let's see. So let's see, just shortly after what he's saying, Mr. Jerome Powell.
It really is fundamentally, technology has made it possible for us to offer a new form of trusted money and that sovereign anchor that has been so important for economic development for a very long time.
We're going to play that one more time. It's very, very quick. He said to offer a new form of money. It's not like maybe. Are we doing it?
It really is fundamentally, technology has made it possible for us to offer a new form of trusted money and that sovereign anchor that has been so important for economic development for a very long time.
So, offer a new form of trusted money. Seems like the U.S. Federal Reserve has made up its mind, and not just the Federal Reserve of United States. China have launched their digital yuan, which is backed by gold. Jamaica have launched theirs. The Bahamas have launched theirs. People, this is not just a United States thing. This is a global thing. In order for these things to happen, the United Nations must agree upon what is going on. So we cannot be distracted about what's on mainstream media and get distracted about these other things occurring because there are bigger plays happening. And in reference to Mayor Rothschild, he has said, and he has quoted, whosoever controls the money supply controls the nation. Again, Mayor Rothschild quoted, whosoever controls the money supply controls the nation. Who controls the money supply? The Federal Reserve. Okay. All right. So I gotta, keep moving on because I don't want to,
really is,
I'm going over my
early
time.
stimulus bill meant.
All right. So also, but why do we need to acquire undervalued assets? Of course, we need to protect our purchasing power, combat and hedge against inflation and hyperinflation, and be able at the minimum sustain our current lifestyle, because many things are changing and many of us are not truly assessing the real impact of this new era of time we have entered. Let's see what Jerome Powell, the head of the U.S. Federal Reserve, says about our economy. What is he saying? What is the future? They're making decisions for us. Do you know these decisions that they're making? Let me play this video.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it will be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we're now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other workers moving forward.
Yes, he said lawyers as well. Becoming self-sufficient is key, and knowing how this new digital global monetary system works is key. Cryptocurrencies did not just appear out of thin air. We are literally migrating from our legacy systems to this new digital world ran on blockchain technology. That is one word. Blockchain is one word. Blockchain technology. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what career you're in. I don't care what you do or how you do it. Everything will be blanketed in blockchain technology, and they're already doing it. Most people have no clue. Okay? And blockchain technology is bigger than the internet. Yes, it is. We have some things to think about, people. We have a lot of things to think about. But please join me tomorrow. I know my time was limited today. Please join me tomorrow getting started with cryptocurrencies. We'll go a little bit more in depth in that, how to buy, where you can buy, where you can sell, how does cryptocurrency function, what is Bitcoin, and also other wealth building strategies. Tomorrow, Sunday, April 18th at 2021, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So meet me back here tomorrow. Please, please, please. Also, the next steps, because I'm going to give you some secret tips tomorrow, okay, people? Next steps, continue to do your research. Build wealth with performing assets. Only invest what you're willing to lose. This is our disclaimer. I appreciate all of you. I want you all to have many, many blessings, but we must pay attention. It is key at everything that we're doing. If you think it's not going to impact you, it will. Also, I always conclude with life is unfair to those that are not aware. Be blessed.
Wow, that was some awesome information, Michelle. I know
fabulous.
I wrote
Fantastic.
Thank you. Yes. How many are ready to prepare for this change? This Bitcoin, what'd you say? Whoever controls the money supply controls the nation. That's big right there.
Yes, yes. And we're in a fight. We're in a currency war, whether people know it or not.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So we gotta obtain, maintain,
simultaneously
grow and protect.
And protect it. That's right. That's right.
Yes. Yes. I hope you guys were taking notes and screenshotting whatever you can do to keep and hold on to this information. Protect our assets. Come early to the party. All of those are gems. Yes. We thank you so much for taking the time out to bless us with this education. Truly, truly appreciate it, Michelle.
Thank you
so much. Guys, wow, great information. And we're not done. We still have more for you. Just in case you thought your brain was about to explode, we got some more. So make some room, clear out some space, write it down, take a picture. So